Hi everybody, my name's James. Welcome back to Plumber Parts. Today we're going to be putting a water main into that shed over there. So I'm going to show you how to connect it up inside this house. Nice little short video for you. Hopefully it will help you out. Let's get on with it. So let's have a quick overview of this job. Turn the lights on. Oh baby, can you see me? Right, so we've got this lovely little outhouse here that the customer is converting over into a hairdresser's, which some of you may or may not think I need. Comment below. What I am going to be doing in another few videos as well is showing you how to pin copper pipe around the corner there. Just make your pipe work and your plumbing look a little bit better than it can do, you know. So there is where our water main is coming in. Now what I want to do is basically bring this up, clip it nicely to that wall there and pop a lever valve on that. Now this video wasn't going to show you how to dig a trench and lay a pipe in it, okay? But there is a video about that on my YouTube channel and I'll share the link to that at the end of this video, alright? If I was Hercule Poirot, I'd be looking at this bit and going, oh, there's no grass there. That's because that's where the pipe is laid. And so what we're going to do right now, the first thing we're going to do as part of this job is turn the water off, alright? Now I'm very lucky today that I've got a glamorous assistant called Rachel.
Oh no.
Rachel, don't be shy.
I've got no makeup on.
Don't be shy. And also, of course, look, the star of the show is Casper. Casper, hello, mate. But don't worry, the only way they're going to help is to stay out of my way throughout the whole of this job. So, like I said, guys, the water is off already. I know it is because I turned this valve off and it feeds a little tap just outside through there. And I've just turned that off, okay, and I now know it's all off. So I'm a happy lad. What we're going to do is I'm just going to cut this down as far low as I can, but before the sweep of this bend, because if you get into that sort of area with your next solder, because we're going to be doing a bit of soldering here, you could find that that bend might get in the way of you getting a good solder. These cutters are absolutely great, by the way, and you can get them on our Amazon store. I'll leave links to that below. Right, now I'm going to slacken this off. Hopefully I can do that. Lovely. Flipping heck. See, this is supposed to be the easy bit, isn't it? Once we strip back though, stripping back's like the hard bit of the job sometimes, getting back to something that you can work to. Sure we can do that nice and easily here. Yay! We got it off. Right, now this is obviously letting by this valve. I could try and nip it shut a little bit more, because that is going to help me later on. That's about as far as I want to take that. So, what I want to do now, I want to find a bit of pipe actually. It's kind of a bit far down, about down here. And I want to cut this off quite low, because I want to give myself the space to do the pipe work that is required above it. Now, if this blue pipe here has got any scores in it, what I recommend you do is get a Stanley knife and scrape those scores out with the side of the Stanley knife. I'll show you how. So here's our pipe here. Probably got a couple of scores just on the side. Now what I do is I just run my Stanley knife up the side, almost at a 90-degree angle to the pipe as well, because we're not trying to cut the pipe, we're just using the knife to smooth it out a bit. And now we can push on our connector. This is a push-on connector here. So we've got 15mm at the top like that, and then we've got 20mm in the bottom like so. It's always very important when you do this to pop an insert in here. And if you want, you can wet this up a bit to help it lubricate round and on there. I just use a bit of spit, lovely. So we just push this on, put that on there like so, and push real hard, like bloody hard. Okay, so now that's on there like that. Now what I like to do with my compression fittings is just give them a little nip up first, and then if you want, once you've got them where you're happy with them, whip them off, and then you can pop some gunk round there. I use V2 Plus. This stuff is ridiculous, and actually it was Josh that told me to use this. Good old Joshy boo. Just a little nippage. And then we push it down here as hard as we can, like that, okay? So now we've got some design work that needs doing. We've got our little bit of tap there, our feed coming in. This has got to be fed out and teed into this bit as well. Comment below how you would do it, because this is design, isn't it? Everyone's going to have a different way of doing this. I think I know how I'm going to do it, but I'll be very interested to know how you would do it. Would you do it any different? Let's watch me do it now. got a new olive going in there. Very sexy. Now we've got to just do a small little set, babe. So I've got to do a little tiddly set, not a very big one. So I'm just going to cut off roughly what I think is the length of pipe that we need. And I'm going to start my set. All my benders as near as I can. And do the whole thing in a Scottish accent. Right, now that we're getting to mock-up stage, I just want to make sure all the pipes are clean, ready for a bit of soldering. Lovely jubbly. And also we want to get them fluxed up as well. I'm going to pop a bit of flux on here. Now this bit might require a little bit of manhandling, purely because, you know, our pipe isn't really going to want to move too much when we cut that. So usually what I do is I drop this in here. Typical! Right, that's done. I want to swing this round to here, just so if they do put any box work in, I ain't going to get in the way of their box work. So these are the things you just don't, I don't think people realise the stuff you have to think about, just in general as a tradesman. Like, just do things to make things easier. Like, the last thing you want is the chippy to ring you up when you're 40 miles away to say, oh sorry mate, can you pop back and just get this valve moved round for me please, because I really need you to come and do it because I can't put my box work on. It's also very important to clean your flux off. That's what your mum should have told you when you were a child. Clean your flux off, otherwise you'll never amount to nothing. You useless person. Yes. Just going to turn the water back on, because I know I should. Test it, just make sure that this little bit that we've got here is done. And then you can have a quick look overview at the pipe work I've done and see if you agree in it. So that's just loosened off. And you find that the gland leaks off that valve. And then we'll just allow a little bit through here. Great. Woohoo! So, what do you think of the pipe work that I did there? Do you think it's lovely and beautiful? Hopefully you do. There might be a few little bits I could put in there. If you're going to mention about a non-return valve, we're going to put that at the other end in the next video about this particular project. So, let's go to the shed now and do the little connection there, ready for when we move on with this job. But we're just going to cut it off first. It's our first thing. Get these out of the way. Nice little bit of spare MDPE pipe. Anyone wants a bit? Right, and that's just got a score down there. So I'm just going to score that and clean that off. And then you feel that just be a lot smoother around there. Right, pop the insert in. And you've seen me do this already, guys. Just wet the pipe with a bit of saliva if you want, just to help it sort of glide in. Do the same inside the fitting. Yeah. Give everything a good old lick. There we go. And that's on there now. Now we can pull this back to the wall and just pin that up nicely, okay? Right, so I've got a little baby set here. Now I'm going to have to put this valve like this. I know a lot of you are going to say it needs to fall off, but really these valves, I mean, they're not just going to suddenly fall off. They're tight, they're stiff, they don't get weak. If I have it this way round, we've got a water heater going here, it's not going to be able to go off. Has the added benefit, this stuff, of allowing your nut to go up just smooth. So look, you pop that in there, look, it's got a nice little bit there. It kind of lubricates the back of the nut nicely. So that'll go on really nicely in a sec. But firstly, before we do that, I'm just going to pop on. Okay, up here. Right, I've got the water back on. Cool, there we go, all on. No leaks. Yeah, baby! So there we go, doesn't that look beautiful? Click on this video here, which I think you're going to be really interested to watch, because it's more about actually how to get an MDPE pipe outside in a trench. So click on this video here, carry on watching Plumber Parts, and enjoy. Ciao bella, hold tight.